Jet 794.
Okay, good to go.
All right.
Southwest 2029, runway 2 left, clear for takeoff.
Okay, off 2 left, Southwest 2029.
Jet 794, Geometry, runway 2 left, continue.
Continue.
Southwest 105, traffic is holding in position, a Cessna, Kilo, cross runway 2 right, cut ground 12 Chevrolet.
Cross 2 right, over to ground 20.8, Southwest 105.
There's 0 extra Gulf, contact, so get departure.
Park clear, so.
Jet 794, runway 2 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 2 left, Jet 794.
There is literally nothing going on. Why are we being held? Tower 156, we're holding at Hellestream.
Cover 156, departure from Hellestream will be at your own risk, and a left turn out is approved to the west. Wind 3307, altimeter 3014.
Oh, Roger, I think it's 156. Sometimes they just forget. Okay, just green one, it's all fuel sufficient. Alright, can't be out the other. We're slowly increasing the manifold pressure. You stay on there with me?
Yep, I'm with you.
Building a helicopter, we'll stay off your left
Going to
side.
feed in our power all the way up to that 5-minute takeoff rating, 24.5 I think we had, didn't we? Start the aircraft moving slowly forward on that extended centre line, up to our max continuous, gently coming around to the right, nose and forward now, through ETL, compass 2 inches below the horizon. We're going to pick up this vehicle access road ahead of us, 45 knots, slight half cycling for a 60 knot altitude, onto the vehicle access road, flying to the north. A little bit of nose forward.
Southwest 630, runway 2 left.
60 knots for the climb.
Runway 2 left.
300 feet, clear on the left. Round she comes. Right, you have the controls?
I've got the flight controls.
You got it. Hold us to 60 knots.
Roger.
And we'll come round onto a westerly heading, which is around about here.
Got it.
They'll roll out and catch up. We'll keep climbing at 60, looking good. We're going to shoot towards the 55 and the 73 and the 405 there.
Gotcha.
We'll climb up to 600 knots, 600 feet.
When
we get to 600, we're going to nose forward a little bit to keep the power right where it is for now.
Okay.
There's the 600. Now start to nose forward. We're going to stay at pattern altitude till we get clear of the pattern area. It's always good practice to just keep away, keep at pattern altitude until you get clear of where it is that you're flying.
Southwest 6.
Keep accelerating.
Runway 2 left. Close takeoff.
Could we take off 2 left, Southwest 630?
There we go.
Helicopter 156, radar contact, the altitude.
600 feet, helicopter 156. So now we're at, coming up to this junction. Keep that nose forward, reduce the power down to about 21 inches.
Got it.
And we'll continue in straight and level flight. Purpose of straight and level flight to maintain a constant altitude, airspeed and course. We'll just hold our 700 for now.
Gotcha.
Continue straight and level. We can do 5 Ts now.
Time, temp, trim, transponder.
That's good. I'd like to add an extra one in for tune.
For what again?
Tune for the radio. So we'll do time, 12 minutes, temperature, can't be out of the yellow. Trim, engage the cyclic right trim for me.
Identify.
2 left.
All right.
Pull. Got it.
Okay, 2 left.
Transponder squawking 4300, but I'd like to check our tune. We're on with the tower. We've got Long Beach 80s in the backup, so we're checking that our radio is good also. You don't need to follow the road too closely. You see that building over there?
Hey, firm.
Coming in a little bit round on the right, we'll just shoot towards that, the building in the distance.
With you.
Right, we're clear of the pattern altitude now, so we're now going to do a climb. Purpose of a climb is to increase altitude whilst maintaining a constant airspeed and course. Increase the manifold pressure at 22 inches using the collective. And we have a climb, that's great. We're going to climb up to 1,000 feet.
Southwest 630, contact, so get departure.
Southwest 630, switch and departure, have a good day.
Helicopter 31 X-ray, you can hover taxi over to taxiway Bravo and hold.
Roger, 31 X-ray.
31 X-ray, actually I want to amend that, hold position right there, the Kinger's going southbound.
Roger, Southwest 31 X-ray.
When we get to 50 feet prior to our desired
altitude.
Beautiful, there you go. Like a man who knows the maneuvers, guy. Keep the nose forward just a little bit now.
Got it.
So we can use 20 inches for straight level. I like the distance that you are from the road right now. So stay like this, parallel it. When you're following a ground feature, you don't want to get too close to it, because if someone's coming the other way, you could be really close. I mean, if you think a helicopter comes the other way now, it's going to be pretty close to us. So I like to think if you've got a ground feature, use about the width of the ground feature again between you and the ground feature. Give you a nice safe distance.
156, radar service terminated. Squawk 1200, frequency change approved.
Roger, thanks for your help, helicopter 156. Squawk VFR, 12775, Long Beach 8. In the back up, put 12385 for me.
On and limit 3. Lima also closed between the UPS.
Just count the clicks. Try not to look at it. Keep your eyes outside. Count 3 clicks down on the big knob.
Hotel closed.
2, 3. There you go.
5G nodems in effect.
And you get used to how many clicks it is, then you keep your eyes outside rather than being down here.
Gotcha.
The other thing that happens is when you look forward, you go like this.
Yes.
You mess with your attitude. So it's good to keep that in a nice steady plane the whole time. Come around and parallel the road now. Move around to the right.
Temperature 19, dew point -4, altimeter 3016. ILS runway 30 approaching you. Runway 30 arrivals, runway 26 left, tower frequency 119.4. Runway 30 departures, runway 26 right, tower frequency 120.5. All departing aircraft are requesting contact clearance delivery prior to taxi on 118.15 with position and departure point. All ground traffic is 133.0. Notice to airmen. Warning, runway 30 has been shortened, 8,850 feet available. Taxiway Lima closed between the terminal and Lima 3. Taxiway Lima also closed between the UPS rep and Lima 1. Taxiway Delta closed south of Delta 2. Taxiway Hotel closed between Lima and November. 5G nodems in effect. For more information, contact flight service. Advise on this contact, give information, X-ray.
X-ray.
X-ray. So we've crept towards that road.
Yes, sir.
Come a little bit away from
Got it, okay.
3 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 19, dew point -4, altimeter 3016. ILS runway 30 approaching you, runway 30 arrivals, runway 26 left, tower frequency 119.4. Runway 30 departures, runway 26 right, tower frequency 120.5.
We've got X-ray 120.5. Bring this in, then I'm going to do this without even looking. Okay. So from 127 to 120, 765432110. And then the 0.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, then I fix it with one click. But if my eyes are outside the majority of the time, count the clicks and just tidy up at the end. And then that way you don't have to keep looking down here.
Gotcha.
This is where I want your eyes to be 80% of the time. Look how close to that road we are. If someone comes back the other way now and they're doing the same thing, we're passing within 50 feet of each other. Okay. We don't want to do that. How's your radio?
Not bad.
Okay, so we're going to tell them who we are, where we are, and what we want to do. It's going to be Los Al Tower helicopter 156, 5 miles to the southeast for a midfield transition to the northwest. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead.
Los Al Tower helicopter 156 is 5 to the southeast, requesting a northwest midfield transition.
Good job.
Copter is 80156, Los Al Tower approved as requested, altimeter 3015.
So Roger, 8015.
Roger, 80156.
We normally say helicopter. We want to use that full call sign because he did. If he uses full call sign, we use full call sign. Already got our backup frequency in. Everything else is looking good. Awesome. We're set up. We're going to be crossing midfield. So we can have a little bit of training then as we go on to the next part. Low rotor RPM. Who's talked to you about low rotor RPM? Have you discussed that at this point?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
So what's happening with low rotor RPM is there's not enough power to overcome the drag in the rotor system. Now that could be that we're up at high density altitude and we're trying to pull too much power to climb. High gross weight, hot, high, heavy, humid, 4 red flags, and we're trying to climb. Right. You're putting pitch in the blades, that increases drag. There's not enough power to overcome it. Other things could be a student might have a death grip on the throttle, overgriding the throttle to allow the governor to work. The governor could be malfunctioning. We might have an engine issue, maybe a spark plug getting fouled, maybe there's a problem with the fuel, maybe one of the magnetos are going out. There's all sorts of reasons why we could get low rotor RPM.
Gotcha.
So we've got to be constantly vigilant about low rotor RPM, and there's 4 ways that we can identify the RPM changes when they happen. Now, if we got our eyes outside 80% of the time, what do you think the first thing that's going to give us an indication is? We're not looking anywhere inside, we're just flying like this. What do you think is going to be the first point of contact is as far as low rotor RPM?
You're going to definitely hear it.
Hear it. Yeah. Awesome. Yes. You're going to hear it. That's the first thing you're going to do. As soon as that happens, that will bring your eyes inside. You'll see it in the gauges coming down. Third thing, low frequency vibration. We're going to feel it. And then fourth thing, what happens at 97%? You're going to get your alarm. Low RPM warning system kicks in. Right on. So that's fantastic. So we got these 4 things. What's the recovery?
You're going to check your, well, basically you're going to try to hand fly it, so maybe add a little bit of power.
So the recovery procedure from low rotor RPM is to simultaneously, always starts with simultaneously, lower the collective and roll on the throttle.
Okay.
Now we lower the collective to take the pitch out of the blades.
The 1560 Hotel, just out of Long Beach, request extra line passes.
There's another 156 in the world.
Uh-oh.
The reason why we lower the collective and roll on the throttle, because as we lower the collective, the correlator is going to close the throttle on us. So as we're trying to recover from low rotor RPM, we're now lowering the collective and the correlator is closing the throttle on us, making the matters worse. So we don't want that either. So we're going to practice this a little bit now. I've turned the governor off. I want you first, I just want you to listen. Just really listen to the sound of this thing. You hear that noise change?
Yes.
It's not even at the buzzer yet. Listen to the sound of the rotors now, and the engine. Big difference, right?
Yes, sir.
You should pick it up before it gets that bad. We'll come back up again. We'll listen to it one more time. So we're going to hear it. We're going to see it. Look at the gauges.
156, contact Long Beach Tower.
Feel it. Roger, helicopter 156. Low buzzer's going to come on at 97%. We're going to simultaneously lower the collective, roll on the throttle. RPMs are back recovered. Airspeed permitting, we'll slow it down a little bit, because if we slow it down, that's going to put us in a less power-hungry scenario. 70 knots is less power required than 80, right?
Sure. So
we're in a better position now because we slowed it down, and maybe we'll be able to continue flying straight level at this point. Maybe there's an engine problem. We'll just keep going down until we get all the way down to on auto rotation if the engine's quitting on us, but it might start with low rotor RPM.
Helicopter 74564, Ross, request Juliet to be Ross, West Low, warload departure, X-ray.
November 3 Delta Golf, base over the 605, continue for runway 26 right, traffic in position.
Alright, turn base over 605, continue in 3 Delta Golf.
Delta 1 Charlie Alpha, base over the 605, report base.
Base over the 605, report base, 1 Charlie Alpha.
Long Beach Tower, helicopter 156, midfield at Los Al, inbound pattern work, pad assignment, eastward arrival, X-ray.
Helicopter 74564, West Roll approved, taxiway Juliet of Ross, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 564.
November 5 Bravo Whiskey, traffic upwind on a northeast bound, to make right traffic, 6 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 5 Bravo Whiskey.
Helicopter 156, Long Beach County Swirlo approved, report them all out, and I missed the X-rays, correct?
Yeah, we have X-ray, helicopter 156, report mile out, roger. Okay, so look good. So this time, I'm going to introduce the problem to you, and I want you to recover when the buzzer comes on. So just know the symptoms. Tell me when you can hear it, tell me when you can see it, tell me when you can feel it. We'll hear the buzzer come on, and then we'll recover. So it's going to be lower the collective, roll on the throttle, gentle arc cycling. But it's just a smooth, gentle movement, okay?
Okay.
All right.
How much do you lower the collective?
Just a subtle amount. Just a gentle lowering. All right, here we go.
Tower just confirmed that 733 Echo Juliet.
Okay, I hear it.
733 Echo Juliet.
See it in the gauges?
I see it in the gauges.
Feel it in the vibration?
I do.
Buzzer's on. Lower the collective, roll on the throttle, gentle arc cycling. There's your recovery. Not too much, we don't want to overspeed it. So that's when we're looking at the gauges then when we do that recovery. Let's feed in some power again.
Number 2,
A little bit of an increase in throttle.
Head in, side 1 Charlie.
There we go. So we're going to go one more time.
Okay.
This time, I want you to look at the gauges as you recover. Make sure you don't go too high.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go again.
We'll recycle.
Okay, I hear it.
See it, feel it. Lower the collective, roll on the throttle, gentle arc cycling. There you go. Right at the top of the green. Good job. Okay, governor's back on.
Roger, governor's back on.
Let's get that nose forward, get some airspeed.
Yes, sir.
Now, when we recover with airspeed permitting, you clear on the left, pick up East Wardlow for me right here.
Yes, sir.
The reason why we only want to use our cyclic airspeed permitting, when we're going fast, we need a lot of power. When we're going slow, we need a lot of power. So if we slow down from 60 knots, that means that we've just not had enough power to overcome the drag in the rotor system, and we put it in a configuration that needs more power. So that's a terrible idea, slow down to 60. If we're doing 90, we're slowing it down and saying, okay, let's mean that you need less power now. So we're giving it a help. No, we're making life easier for it by bringing it down. Let's start a descent down to 700 now. 15 inches of manifold pressure. We're already at 750 actually, so just go down to 15. Now pull it back up to 320 again.
Roger.
And this is noise abatement now rather than traffic avoidance, so we're going to go straight over the top of East Wardlow as we come in. Have you watched the videos on Long Beach about how to come in and out of Long Beach Airport?
I read the supplement that Hellstream gave me.
Okay. If you go on the website for Long Beach, the airfield, you can go on to Pilot Resources, and there's videos of exactly how, with commentary, exactly how to fly East Wardlow, West Wardlow, North Downey, South Redondo. Really useful about the visual references as you come in and out of here.
Helicopter 156, hold east to 30.
Holding east to 30, helicopter 156, roger.
Tower 6 Papa join the downwind request with stop to 6 right.
They never know what's going on in these. They're always giving us chat. They don't know. I'd like to take these controllers for a ride sometimes so they know how much is going on in here.
Gotcha.
As well as the radio. Hold 700 for me.
Yes, sir.
Matt, a little bit more power. And come a little bit more to the left because this is about noise abatement, not collision avoidance now. So we're going to be right above that East Wardlow. So we don't upset these residents.
CO2 over the ground, watch out.
And sometimes it's hard to see where the helicopter's going. If you move your head into the middle, you'll get to see a much better visual reference as to exactly where we are. So she's asked us to hold, so there's probably a big jet departing or a big jet arriving. You see the guy down there? Just lining up on 30, so it's probably going to wait for him to go. Okay. So we're going to be at 500 feet. This is Bolingbrook. So we're going to start our descent down at 500. We'll do our pre-landing checks. Gauges, green one lights off. Feel sufficient, carpet full. Cyclic right trim disengaged.
No problem, keep a contract.
Cyclic right trim for me, Matt.
Okay, identify, pull forward.
Okay, we're looking for 60 knots and 500 now. As we hold east. There's another one coming in there, so it's probably that one she's holding us for. We probably could have got in there. Holding 560 knots.
Roger. We're
going to do a racetrack pattern. We're doing left.
156, just continue pad 2, 3, or 4, clear to land, no delay to the pad for traffic.
Pad 3, clear to land, no delay, helicopter 156. Alright, so she's asked us. It's going to be hard for us to do a... She's asked us for no delay, so I'm going to help her out. We're going to go in a little faster than they ordinarily would. We're down at 15 inches, we'll continue our descent.
Okay.
Keeping out of the way of that traffic. Waiting for our sight pitch to develop at 300 feet. We should be at 60 knots. We'll start to slow it down. Apparent rate of a brisk walk. As I said, we'll come in a little faster just to get out of the traffic for her. Help her out. And we'll get back to the proper way of doing things in a minute or two. Now we're continue the last part of the approach. You have the controls.
I got the controls.
Take me on down to pad 3, please. I want to turn the carb heat off for you so you got that extra power.
Thank you.
Keep us moving forward, Matt.
Yes, sir.
A little bit more forward cycling, helping you out just a little bit. We don't want to bring it to a stop because then we get a big power demand. There we go, that's much nicer. Eyes at the end of the pad now at 50 feet rear line, they're heading with the ground track, so a little left pedal, keep us straight. We'll see if we can transition into the hover right above the pad 3. That's why we look beyond the 3, we can't land on it if we can see it, right?
Southwest 833, Long Beach Tower, runway 30, Delta 2 shortened. Line up and wait, traffic landing runway 26 left and right.
Runway 30 at Delta 2 short, line up and wait, Southwest 833.
75 Bravo Whiskey, make it a full stop, runway 26 right, clear to land.
Full stop.
Alright, nice and light on those controls.
Okay.
The lighter we are, the easier it is to control. Helicopter doesn't require any strength, it's all finesse. Clear on the right, let's do a left pedal turn.
Gotcha.
180 degrees.
Remember 86 Papa base over the 605, continue, traffic will be in position.
Base over the 605, 86.
And now hover taxi me back to the number 3, please. Nice and steady in the hover taxi. A little bit further. Wind looks like it's coming from the north, it's pretty calm. Let's do a left pedal turn, 90 degrees now.
How many tower track for Charlie Alpha holding short to the right?
90 degrees.
We'll keep the wind at our back that way. So, nice and light on the controls. It's like you got a very firm grip on that collective to me. You're holding on real tight onto that one?
No,
90 degrees, turn me back that way.
My apologies.
No problem.
Back to the right.
Yeah, I want to get you into the wind as much as possible. And I think it's coming from, as we look at over that sign there, you know what that sign is telling you actually? Let's talk about that while we're in the hover.
Yeah, that's your taxiway and your runways.
Okay, so K2 on that black square. Black square, you're there.
Yeah,
there
King
you go.
School's right there.
There you go, awesome. So we know where we're at. We're on Kilo 2 if we were going that way. Up there on the left, what does that one tell us? That K3 and the K.
That tells you the taxiway and which way you're going to the runway. No, I take that back, a taxiway.
Okay, so you're on Kilo, because the black square, you're there, and Kilo 3 is to the right.
Right.
So Kilo 2 is what this guy is on. He's now about to turn right onto Kilo, and then up there would be Kilo 3. Awesome. All right, nice hover. Look at that, beautiful rock steady hover. So let's have a set down for me then. Just take your time, keep your eyes outside about 100 feet where those flowers go yellow, and just gentle downward pressure on the cyclic, on the collective rather. Position over the ground using the cyclic, heading with the pedals.
Let it settle, let it settle.
As we get lower, the ground effect increases, so there's always a bit of an adjustment as we come down. Now you are in the perfect position to be landed, so I think you're a little ground shy.
Yes.
Or a commitment phobe is what I say to some of my students.
33, contact hotel departure, good day.
There we go, so keep it coming down, it's gentle downward pressure. Well, when we get steady again, let's get stable. There we go, nice. Keep going. And we fly all the way down. It's just lacking a little bit of right pedal at the end there.
Okay.
Get nice and light on those pedals. You don't need any strength. Right, I'm going to pick it up for you, okay?
Roger that.
All right, let's take it back here. Take it back in the center of the 3. Okay, so as I have the controls,
you got the flight controls.
Follow me through.
Okay, I'm with you on the flight controls.
Now, everything is light. Look at my hands, barely touching them. Right, I don't need any strength to fly this thing. I can take my right foot off. Take your feet off the pedals for me.
Feet are off the pedals.
I've got one foot on that pedal. I've got 2 fingers on the cyclic and 2 fingers on the collective. There's no strength required to fly this helicopter.
Yes, sir.
All that this does is make it hard. A lot of people do is also try and fly from the shoulder. As soon as you start flying from the shoulder, imagine trying to write your name using just your shoulder and move the cyclic, move the pen. So what we want to do is just use the wrist and the hand. Let me just bring this down to where I would be having it. So I have it here. This is how I fly. See my arm, my shoulder's not moving. I can do everything I need, so I'm going to back up, just using my wrist and my hand. I'm going to go forward, just the wrist and the hand.
Gotcha.
Right, no movement at all. I'm going to go to the side, to the left, the side to the right. I can move this thing pretty aggressively without any shoulder movement. And think about how much dexterity I've got in my fingers and my hand compared to this lump hammer of a shoulder that I've got instead.
Yeah.
So this subtle movement just here, this is all you need. You don't need all that strength. Now follow me through on the controls again.
Okay.
I just want you to put just your left foot on the pedal. Take your right foot off completely.
Okay.
All right, you have the pedals.
Okay.
Turn me 90 degrees to the left, please. Just increase that left pedal. See how much pressure you need to do that.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people are rock solid on there, real hard. Keep coming till 90 degrees. Now we're going to go back to the right, but just gently easing. Nope, no right foot. Just gently ease, because the torque effect's going to do it.
Ah, okay, I'm with you.
So all you need is just easing off. Now what you can do is keep coming, keep easing, turn us to the right. Just keep easing. Release the pressure with the left pedal. There we go. Just ease it off a little bit. Now apply it again. Now hold us at this heading. So all that strength that's getting put in is unnecessary.
Okay.
Alright, you're battling your own strength and it's tiring and it'll give you cramp in your legs. Ease up on the left pedal again. Just gently turn us to the right and put some more left pedal in now. Left pedal, there we go, and hold it there. So you see what you need to do is just a subtle placement of pedal input rather than a lot of pedal. Ease it back, turn me, I want to control that just with the left foot. So turn me towards the tower just by easing it. And then hold it there.
Roger.
And then turn me towards the departure end of pad 3, so ease it.
3015.
Keep easing.
Okay, I'm with you.
And then hold it there. And now another 90 degrees to the right.
90 degrees to the right.
Keep going.
Yep. So I see what you're saying, just pressure.
Right, now put the other foot on there.
Roger.
You don't need any of that strength.
Okay.
You're just resting your feet and you're just allowing the helicopter. You need to put in some left pedal. And you can just increase the left pedal and they just both move together. Notice we turn to the left 90 degrees, just a little bit of left pedal pressure. If we come back the other way, well, you can put in some right force, but really it's just an easing of the left pedal, all that's required. Because what happens is when we start trying to hover with the tailwind, or close to the building, or the winds are choppy, we need to be doing this to hold it.
Right.
We've got to be dancing on those pedals, and if you've got both feet pressing really hard, you can't do it. You just don't have the dexterity. In the same way, if you're all locked up on the shoulder, using just the shoulder to move it, you can't get the fine tuning that you need to fly nicely.
Gotcha.
So we've got to learn to relax and be nice and light on the controls. So you have the controls.
I've got the flight control.
Try and stay nice and light on them and relaxed. It'll take a little while to make adjustments like that. Same with the collective. Keep the eyes outside 100 feet, and then just gently lowering the collective once we're stable and neutral.
Okay.
Staying light on the controls. So just a gentle downward pressure. You shouldn't even feel the collective move. Just pressure to come down. A little more pressure to come down. Holding the position over the ground with the cyclic. Pressure down gently. Beautiful. And then we keep flying it all the way down. No rush to get it down. Keep everything exactly where it was. Gauge is green, more lights off, fuel sufficient. Slowly increasing the manifold pressure. We'll do a two-stage pickup.
Runway 26 right, click for the
Keep coming up until we get light on the skids. When we get light on the skids, we apply slide with downward pressure. Keep us firmly on the ground. There it is, slide downward. 19 inches, we check again. Green, 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 green. Warning lights off, fuel sufficient. Eyes outside 100 feet. Going to pick us up to a stabilized hover.
Okay.
Position over the ground with the cyclic. Heading with the pedals. So if we get some movement, just fix it. You can fix it with cyclic or a little down collective will do it.
You're ready on 119 or
Up she comes.
for runway 26.
You see how we're sliding on the right? So come a little to the left.
We'll fly straight out, we'll contact tower 5 Bravo Whiskey.
Up she comes. Keep coming up, keep coming up, keep coming up, keep coming up. Beautiful. When we're coming up, once we get off the ground, we just want to keep picking up. I'm going to help you out a little bit. Get us back to the center of the 3.
Head on down
Stay on the controls.
Got it.
All right, you have the control. Just hold us here. Get it stable. As soon as it's stable, you start on the set down again.
Base runway 26 right, clear for the option.
Yeah, 26 right.
Gentle downward pressure. Keep going, gentle downward pressure. Beautiful positioning. Now hold it there. That's when you want to get it stable again. Then wait, and now the last part. Good. We'll stay light on the skids. We'll pick it straight back up again.
Okay,
a little bit more assertive on the pickup. So keep coming.
Okay.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then you get your 3-foot hover. Get it nice and stable.
Roger.
Allow it to start to come down again. Beautiful, nice position over the ground, gently lowering. And if we start to get out of shape, then we just hold and we wait to get stable again. This is looking really nice, so just gently bring it down a little lower. So we're getting a little out of shape, so just wait now, be patient. There's no rush to get it down. Get your stability back. And we'll keep coming down again now. Now you're nice and stable. Good, 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 keep coming now. And just wait again, and now come down, That's fine. So there's a lot about timing, and you're getting yourself in a really nice position, but you're just delaying a little bit on the decision to then keep descending. So pick it up again.
Gotcha.
You're going to do the position over the ground and the heading. And there's 2 ways we can fix this drift. If it's drifting, you either fix it with a little left cycling, or you just lower the collective a little bit. So if we start to drift, lower the collective, it stops it.
Okay.
All right, it's a really easy get out. Anytime you're not comfortable, just lower this down and it'll fix it.
Gotcha.
So you pick it up again for me, please.
Okay, sir.
Keep on coming, keep on coming, keep on coming, just smooth.
Too much.
That was fine, I had no issue with that. A little jerk, I prefer just smooth pressure. So what we're going to do this time, I want you to just focus on the position over the ground and the heading. And I'm going to do the collective. You're going to stay on the collective, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to decide when's a good time once you're nice and stable. So this is looking pretty nice for me now, up a little wobbly. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait now till we get to just the right spot. Just being patient because we're waiting to get smooth again.
I'm bringing it over just a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. Announce your actions if you want to do that. Now, nice and steady, so hold it here. Good positioning. And and now's a great time to land. So you did all the flying, I just made a decision on the collective.
Gotcha.
So with the picking up, when you hold the position and the heading, I'm going to use the collective. Already light on the skids, so fix that drift.